Okay, no, no, no. Okay, no. Wait a minute. Okay, so well, if you have the possibility, enter to Google Classroom, and we are going to find the activity. Okay, so well, I think now it is ready, and yeah, it is ready. So, well, enter to Google Classroom, and you will find an activity for today that is called Imagine, and that is a song. Okay, so we're going to work with that song. If you cannot enter to Google Classroom, don't worry. Maybe you can write on your notebook the your answers. Sorry, and then later you can uh, upload your activity. Okay, so well, you will find this activity. This activity is Imagine. Okay, so if you open this, well, you will find that we have a song, and on this song we have the video. Okay, we're going to listen together, so it's not necessary that you play the video, so we're going to listen together. And then we have a Jamboard. Okay, so please open the Jamboard, and um, here we have the song of Imagine. Okay, and in this case we have the lyrics, but we have some spaces, and in each space we have to put the correct word. Okay, so well, we're going to listen, and on these lines, you will decide which is the correct word. Okay, so well, maybe the first is possession, so you select and you drag and drop it. Maybe the second, sorry, maybe the second is imagine, so you select and drag to the correct place. Maybe the next is sky, so select and move it, etc., etc. Okay, of course these are not the correct answers because we need to listen. We need to listen to know exactly what word is the correct one. Okay, so is it clear? No problem. Okay, good. Now, if sorry, if you um if you have no the possibility to enter at this moment to the activity, if you have not the possibility, okay, what happened here? Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so if you have not the possibility to enter at this moment to Google Classroom, on your notebook, please write your answers, and then later on you can complete your activity. Okay, sorry. Okay, sorry. Wait a minute. Let me see. Okay, so well, let's listen. Okay, well, now can you see the screen of the lyrics? Sí, ven la pantalla de la letra de la canción?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
good, very well. Okay, so
Okay.
let's start. And remember, if you can and you want to, you can enter and complete now the song. If not, you can do it later. Okay, so well, let's do it. Let's listen. Well, let's listen. Sorry. Let's listen one more time and check your answers, okay? So listen again. Check your answers. Okay, very, very well. So, well, let's check the answers. So, please, Jose Alejandro Alanis, can you tell us what's the first? No, no, Jose Alejandro in class? No, I think no. Stephanie, can you tell us what did you put in the first? Yeah, no, no Stephanie here. Do you have the first?
Yes, yes, teacher.
Okay.
Do you listen me?
Yeah.
Ah,
So,
okay.
so the first,
Uh,
what did you write in the
the
first?
first is no.
Okay, no hell below us. Above only, very well. And Mario Alberto, what did you write in the second?
About what's on the sky.
Okay, above us only sky. Good. And the next, please, David Josue. What do you have?
Imagine.
Okay. Am I all the people? Good. The next, please, Floranelli. Sorry, Florangeli.
Yes, teacher, is today. Living for today.
Exactly. Very well. Living for today. Good. And the next, please, Javier. Imagine there's
Yes, is countries.
no countries. Good.
Countries.
Okay. And the next, please, itself. And no what? Itself. No itself in class. Okay, Nelder, can you tell us the next? No Nelder in class either. Francisco, can you tell us the next? Francisco Jimenez.
Is religion.
Okay, and no religion too. Very well. Please, the next, Hector Saul.
Yes, teacher, is dreamer.
Okay, you may say I'm a dreamer. Very well. And the next, please, Isaac Omar.
Yes, teacher. It's day. I hope someday
Exactly,
you will join us.
exactly. Very well. The next, please, Carla Nicole.
Is one.
Okay, and the word will be as one. Very well. And Luis Adan.
Position.
Okay, imagine no possessions. And the next, Mario Enrique.
The next is can. I wonder if you can.
Exactly. I wonder if you can. Good. And the next, please, Jose Francisco Romero. Jose
Yes,
Francisco.
the next is man.
Okay, a brotherhood of man. Good. The next, please, Jonathan. No, Jonathan, not today.
Uh,
Eric.
yes, imagine all the people.
Okay, in my all the people. And then Roberto. Roberto.
You may say I'm a dreamer.
Okay. You may say I'm a dreamer. Okay, Hobson, and the last, David Alejandro.
I hope someday you.
Yes, exactly. Obviously, it's the last one. So someday you. Very well. Very well. Okay, so well, do you have all the answers like this?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Yes.
Very well. Okay, so well, when you finish this activity, remember the activities in Jamboard, you just close it, and they are saved automatically. Okay, so and then just press the bottom of send your activities. Okay, and well, today we have started the class with this song, Imagine, because we're going to start talking about past. Okay, so well, let me share with you the board so that we have the space to write. And well, first of all, well, let's start the date of today. Today is, well, Saturday. Saturday, February the 6th, I think, 2021. Let's see the past simple. And okay, yeah, just a second. On sorry. Okay. And well, the first verb we are going to see in past simple is the verb to be conjugated differently. So the verb to be, we have two forms. Was is for singular and where is for plural. Okay. So well, then here we have the uh, personal pronouns. We have you singular and you plural, but in this case we conjugate the same. Okay, they have no difference. The you. So, well, here we have the subjects. So please enter to the board. It is an interactive board, and please write the corresponding verb to be. Okay, so please write if I is correct with I was, or is correct with were. Okay, so please enter and write on the board. Okay. Yes. Okay. We start saying your answers. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Very well. Yeah. They are correct. Okay, yes, and well, if you see something that is not correct, you can correct it, okay? Yes. Okay. Exactly. Well, let's see. Um, well, yes, they were is correct. Let me move this. Yes, where is correct. Well, I can grab it. But yeah, then you were is correct. She is sorry. You is correct. We is correct. We were. It was is correct. She was is correct. Well, many of you wrote this answer, but it's correct. She was. He was is correct. Yes. In this case, you um only in this case it's an exception. In this case, we have um, you, though it is singular, yes, it is singular, but the conjugation is going to be similar to you plural, okay? So, aunque sí es singular, es tú o usted, solamente una persona, but in English, the conjugation of you, the you plural and the you singular, it's the same. It's the same. So in this case, it's you were. You were. It's the same. It's the only exception, okay? It's the only exception. Siempre se conjugan iguales, excepto con los pronombres reflexivos, que bueno, ya lo vamos a ver que sí es un poquito diferente, but usually it's the same. You plural, you singular. Very well. Okay, so yes, this is the correct conjugation of the verb to be in past. And remember, well, let me write here another. Remember, when we have the verb to be and we want to write a negative sentence, we use the verb to be in negative. Okay, so for example, we can say I wasn't at home yesterday. Maybe you singular, you weren't with me yesterday, for example. Let me see. Maybe he wasn't a bad student in primary school, for example. She wasn't my friend, for example. It wasn't boring. Maybe if we're talking about a book or a movie, and we say, well, it wasn't boring. So we weren't together. You weren't at the office, for example, and they weren't happy. They were happy with your decision, maybe, etc. Okay, so remember, in this case, the negative form is with the verb to be. Wasn't or weren't. Okay, wasn't is for singular, weren't is for plural, except with you. Remember, you is similar, singular and plural is the same. Okay, and remember, in this case we have the verb to be, and the verb to be, remember, means ser o estar. Significa ser o estar in Spanish. So every time we write the verb to be, means, in this case, in past, significa estaba o era. Por ejemplo, yo estaba o yo era, tú estabas o tú eras, él estaba o él era, etcétera, etcétera. For example, in negative form is no, no era, no estaba. Okay, yo no estaba en casa ayer, tú no estabas conmigo ayer, etcétera. Él no era un mal estudiante en la primaria, etcétera. Okay, so remember, the verb to be has a meaning, okay, and it means ser o estar. In this case, it's in past, the conjugation, okay, and and now let's see the interrogative form. And remember, when we ask a question in past using the verb to be is the auxiliary. Okay, so that's why we learn the verb to be before all the verbs, before the rest of the verbs, because the verb to be is the auxiliary. So if you want to ask a question, is the verb to be, was, or maybe were, plus the subject plus complement. Okay, so we can say, for example, were you at your home or at home yesterday? And well, you have two possible answers. So you say yes, I was, or no, I wasn't. Affirmative or negative, okay? Or maybe we can say, was your brother well, was your brother, well, let's say, a good student when he was a child or a boy? And well, the same, we have two possible answers. So maybe affirmative, yes, he was, or no, he wasn't. Yes, he was, or no, he wasn't. Okay. So remember, the verb to be is an auxiliary, okay? And auxiliaries help us to write negative answer. For example, in this case, the negative is with wasn't or weren't. Remember, wasn't or weren't is a contraction of was not, were not. Well, let me write here so that you remember. Wasn't is the contraction of was not, and weren't is the contraction of were not. Okay, so well, is there any question about the verb to be? No. Okay. Very well. Okay, so well, copy if you want to copy. Remember, remember to send your notes to Google Classroom. Okay, send your notes with your activities. Okay, so now let's see. So, well, this is the conjugation of the verb to be, okay? Now let's see the conjugation of other verbs. So, well, I'm going to erase this, okay? So, well, did you finish cop? Yes?
Yes.
Good.
Yes,
Yes.
teacher.
Very well. Very well. Okay. So, well, now let me see. Now, let's see the conjugation of other verbs, okay? So, Grecia, what did you do yesterday?
I I was um, in my home
Mm-hmm.
cleaning my clothes
Uh-huh. Okay, okay.
in my room.
Yeah, cleaning your bedroom. Well, sorry, not this one. Let's write some of the phrases so that we can see this. Well, let me erase all this. And, well, okay. So, well, remember we continue with past simple. And, well, Gracie says that she cleaned her room. Very well. Joel Osvaldo, what did you do yesterday? Tell us one activity that you had yesterday, please.
I was playing video games.
Okay, well, in this case, we don't need the verb to be. We don't need the verb to be. No, no necesitamos el verbo to be. Acuérdense, el verbo to be significa cero está. Entonces, si decimos I was play video games, estamos diciendo yo estaba, jugué. Entonces, no necesitamos el estaba, solamente I played video games.
Okay.
Very well. The next, please, Marcelo. What did you do yesterday?
I listened to the music.
Very well. Okay, so Marcelo listened to music. Very well. Well, in this case, they all say yesterday. Good. And the next, please, Fernando. What did you do yesterday?
Um, I
One
well,
activity.
I don't do anything yesterday.
I didn't do anything. Just no. Well, I mean, maybe you can say, well, I ate enchiladas, watched TV all day long.
Well, I watch watched a series, a Netflix series.
Okay. Very well. In Netflix. Very well. And Daniela, what did you do yesterday?
I went to the bank.
Okay. And what did you do yesterday, Lilia?
I cooked pizza yesterday.
Oh, okay, very well. Was it delicious?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, very well. So, Lilia cooked a pizza yesterday, or prepared a pizza yesterday. What did you do yesterday, Almarelli?
I worked yesterday for video call.
Okay. What did you do yesterday, Laura?
I ate
Uh-huh, 8.
ice cream.
Okay, very well. Well, okay. What did you do, David Garrido, yesterday?
I work in my house
Okay.
yesterday.
Yes, very well. And let's say the last one. Mariana, what did you do yesterday?
I prepared tamales.
Okay, very well. And well, Alexandra, what did you do yesterday? No, no Alexandra in class today? No, she's not in class today. Okay. So, well, only with these sentences. In this case, as you can see, we have sentences in past, okay? We are talking about yesterday, and yesterday refers to the past. And you can see that we have two types of verbs. We have regular verbs, for example, cleaned, for example, played, for example, listened, watched, cooked, worked. We have one more time worked and prepared. Okay, these are called regular verbs. Regular verbs, okay? Regular verbs in English in past are the verbs with ed ending. Regular verbs. Okay, so regular verbs are those verbs that to form the past we add ed. For example, clean in simple form, past is cleaned, ed ending. For example, play in simple form, in past form is played, ed ending. Listen, simple form, past is listened. The same as watch, past form watched, ed ending. Work, past form is worked. And prepare, sorry, in this case, lo escribí mal, ya apenas me di cuenta, sorry. So, in this case, prepared, past form is prepare. Okay, so you see, regular verbs have ed ending in past. Okay, so we just add ed and we have the past form of these verbs. But on the other hand, we have other groups, other verbs. And these verbs, they are the irregular verbs, and irregular verbs, they are different. Okay, irregular means siempre que encontramos la palabra irregular in English, that means that they have no rules. Significa que no existe una regla para ellos, sino que simplemente cambian. For example, we have went. Okay, went, we don't have ed ending, it is different from the simple form. We have ate, for example, the same. Ate is an irregular verb because it is different in simple form and past. So, well, in this case, we have the irregular verbs. For example, go in simple form, went in past. For example, eat, simple form, ate in past. For example, write, simple form, wrote in past. For example, speak, simple form, spoke, past. Okay, so and well, of course, there are many others irregular verbs, and you have to learn them because they change. They change. There is no rule for them. Okay, so well, is there any question about this? No problem.
No.
Good, very well. Now, the structure for sentences in past simple, well, is the subject. Remember, it's a person or the place, the thing we are talking about. The verb in past, of course, plus the complement. Okay, so it's very simple. Sentences in past. Okay, the subject, for example, Grecia, Osvaldo, Marcelo. The verb in past, clean, play, listen, went, and the complement. Okay, her room, video games, etc., etc. Okay, and it is the same. It is the same for all the personal pronouns. Okay, so could be, for example, I clean my room. You cleaned your room. He cleaned his room. She, for example, in this case, she cleaned her room. We clean a room. You clean a room. They cleaned the room, etc. So the conjugation is the same for all the personal pronouns. Okay, the subject um, is I mean the verb is the same